Hi, today I would like to talk about something that is crucial in your life. But this is also something we never pay attention to, and most people don't even know it exists. I want to talk about your personal energy. And in this channel, I'll call this your inner or subtle energy. And honestly, developing this energy is the best thing you can do in your life. Believe me, I'm speaking from experience, although I'm just a learner on this path. In this video, I'd like first to describe this thing and offer a couple definitions to give you a better understanding. Second, I'll explain why we never pay attention to this superpower. Third, I'll try to convince you that this is the most precious asset you have in your life. And finally, I will lay out what I intend to do in this channel. Are you ready? Let's get to it. So what is this inner energy? Basically, it is our aliveness and the extension of this aliveness into our surroundings. And this is something you can see in an electron microscope. Matter constantly pulsating. It's really the core of life, because life is essentially defined by saying you have energy or you don't have energy. So humans are like batteries, if you will, constantly receiving and discharging energy. It's the fuel that feeds our body and mind. Or as Bruce Lipton puts it, we are ripples and waves in an ocean of ripples and waves. And this is something you could feel every single minute if you wanted to. Except most of the time, we're not aware of this, right? But the effects of this energy are prevalent in all our moods and behaviors. So this means you never make a decision like going to the gym or eating that piece of cake without first consulting your personal energy, even if this is unconscious. I know energy is a very elusive concept for most people, right? But people make it complicated, but it's not complicated really. All you need to, as I will show in this channel, all you need to do is start with what you feel. And to the skeptical scientist, I'd like to quote Einstein, who said that the only source of knowledge is experience. So try it for yourself. Try it on yourself and you'll be the judge. Or check anything in an electron microscope and what you'll see is 99% empty space and only 1% matter per se. And yet, we are taught to only pay attention to the physical, right? Did you know that in their book, The Body of Light, Dr. John Mann and Larry Short actually count 49 cultures around the world that have a word for this energy, like chi or prana. But in the West, we speak about being energized or having low energy, and that's it. We completely ignore this crucial part of ourselves. So why do we know so little about this phenomenon, both individually and collectively? I'd like to suggest 3 reasons for this. First, inner energy, it's hard to explain because it's part of the unseen, right? And it can't really be objectively measured either. And science is only interested in matter. Its paradigm is materialistic. Second, we have forgotten to stay in touch with this energy because of the whirlwind of daily life. Wouldn't you agree with me that our attention is on the outside world at least 99% of the time? Almost everything we do is related to our survival instinct. And the third reason is the result of number 2. We don't have this ability to feel and understand our inner world. Our sensitivity is underdeveloped. We need a hammer to feel something. That's why we are running after intense sensations all the time. We're craving to feel. And that's why we are so rigid. Most people have their energies untrained and rusty. Imagine a person living in a cast or spending weeks in a cast. That would create muscular atrophy, right? But that's where most people are spending their entire life. Only a small percentage of the population actually exercise their inner energy in a conscious and deliberate way. Because People are not educated in this. Even Nobel Prize winners have no clue about this. So we don't know how to use our body. It's like being given a Ferrari and mistaking it for an old 1955 Oldsmobile. I like Deepak Chopra's analogy. He says that the way we are using our body is like using books as a step ladder, having no clue about what's inside. So becoming aware and expanding this inner energy is key to knowing who you really are, because it gives you the tools to go deep and understand and control your behaviors, and ultimately it will give you inner freedom. It's about deciding how you want to feel inside. As Joe Dispenza says, the only way you can change your life is to change your energy. And this work will give you a new language, a language that speaks of expansions, contractions, flow, smoothness, rhythm, temperature, and so much more. Many mystics have called this subtle energy the most accurate indicator of health, personality, and level of spiritual achievement. Eastern mystics went as far as subdividing this chi energy into hundreds of categories. And some masters even called it the gate to alchemic transformation. There's so much more to say about this topic, this great topic, but I'm going to stop here because this is the main theme of my channel. Here I want to cover as much as I can about this inner energy, from techniques to train your inner bodily perceptions, to great books and works that have expanded our knowledge about this. As I said, I'm just a student on this path, but I want to communicate my passion about this uncharted territory. I hope you will accompany me in this great journey, and please don't hesitate to participate in the discussion. See you soon.